Hello everyone, my name is Jeffrey. Welcome back for episode 19 of the Satisfactory series here on YouTube. In this video, we're recycling our first fuel power plant into a simple packaged fuel factory. I'll also do a quick adventure for more hard drives, and finally set up a landing spot for our fuel drop-off. Thank you all for the support and help with the series so far. Let's jump right into it. The wait is finally over. Episode 19 is finally here. So like I mentioned last episode, we're rocking out a simple packaged fuel line. We're going to add in a truck station over there so we can actually bring the fuel over here. Then we're going to do a little search for some hard drives. Haven't done that in a little bit. And then we're going to start to set up where I want to have the fuel drop-off area to fuel all my trucks that are going to be working in the area for now. But yeah, welcome back, everybody. It's another episode of Shepard Plays Games. We're playing Satisfactory. Still haven't really decided what game we're going to go to next from here, but I really appreciate, shout out to everyone who's been helping troubleshoot a bunch of my pipeline issues from the huge power episode we did. Had a few people join the Discord. I do now have it, or I will now have it linked in the description. For anyone who wants to come hang out over there, you can talk Satisfactory stuff. You can talk whatever you want. It's just kind of a fun place to hang out. But let's jump into our work today. So for our simple packaged fuel line, we're going to head on over to our original oil node over here that we were working with. We're going to tear down that little power station. We're going to keep the rubber and the plastic set up the way it is. I'm just going to turn some of the plastic into canisters, and then I'm going to turn all the fuel that we were outputting, the 300 cubic meters of, or no, 100 fuel, I think was what we were making. I'm going to turn that all into packaged fuel to run. It's not going to be too crazy, but it should help run all our vehicles for now. So for our build, anyway, we are going to need 3 of the packagers. And then we're going to need 2 constructors to make the canisters. And then we'll need our storage container and our truck station. And then belts and splitters. Oh, smart sink as well. Or awesome sink. I always call it smart sink. We're going to get that awesome sink, and that means we will also need, under logistics, a smart splitter to make sure I bring the AI limiter along. So 3 packagers, 2 constructors, 1 industrial storage container, truck station, an awesome sink, and a smart splitter, along with some other belts and things too. So we're going to need steel beams, rubber, plastic, reinforced iron plates, cables, steel pipes, modular frames, rotors, concrete, and an AI limiter. As always, make sure you bring a little bit of extra stuff for running your power lines, like cables, get some concrete for building, get some wire, all that fun stuff, and all your stuff for belts. So I got Mark 3 belts, Mark 2 belts, Mark 1, Mark 4. We're all ready to go. I'll bring some copper sheets along. Actually, we'll probably tear down to get copper sheets back, but won't be too much piping involved here. So we're going to hop in our little Explorer here. We're going to head on over to our OG oil base. We're going to tear it down. Oh, jeez. We're going to tear down like half of it. So I'm just going to, whoa. My car is really drifting to the left there for going down along the hill. So I was thinking about it too, for anyone who's ever looking for blueprints. I don't think I'm actually going to release my road blueprints because I've noticed a few weird tricks and problems that I've been having placing. So like, even though it's on the world grid, I think when you guys see me like nudge certain pieces into place, I think it actually shifts it over from being like specifically on the world grid. So I've noticed a few issues with the road. So I think I'm gonna have to do a redesign going forward for, I'm sure you guys probably saw, I'm actually recording this the same day that Coffee Stain Studios released the fact that they're going to be releasing 1.0 this year. In 2024. They really had me in the beginning, up until they were talking about Up until they were talking about adding guns onto everything, I was like, oh. They were like, we're gonna do update 9 and update 10. I was like, okay, yeah, that kind of like, I can understand that. But then that turned out that was not like, they're actually not doing that. There'll be pretty much, they're just holding off until 1.0 is ready. So we better get our butt in gear on the series. So hopefully we'll actually be able to be finished before 1.0 comes out, because everything's going to change drastically. But yeah, I thought that was funny that all of a sudden they're like, we're going to add guns to every. I was like, oh, okay. They're just joking. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here at the old oil facility, and it is time to shut this bad boy down. So what we're going to do to start off with is we're just going to take the fuel that is currently running to all of this stuff, and we are just going to send it out the side here into this buffer. If I could land properly without having a freak out. There we go. So we're going to cut that off. Cut that off. And then we're going to start the teardown of pretty much everything except for the... we'll keep this part that's making the fuel, and we'll keep the part that's making the rubber and the plastic for now. I mean, eventually these will all probably get torn down as well, but this is just a nice little starter packaged fuel factory. I've also never really worked with packaged fuel before either, so someone was actually asking me like, when did I start playing Satisfactory? I started playing the game first came out. I tried it, and then the last time before I started this series, I was playing a little bit, but before 2023, the last time I played was I just logged in when they added the trains in the nuclear update, and that was, and I didn't really even play. I just was like, oh, that's neat, and then I didn't really, because I wasn't even that far in the game yet, so I didn't really go any further. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to take these out as well. This original packager, this whole line here. I'll probably have to move. I think I have quite a bit of fuel stored away because I've just been kind of letting this run. So I'll end up having to... How full are these? Oh yeah, 5,000 fuel. Yeah, they're going to have to move some stuff. So we're going to take all this down. This plastic for now will just fill... Actually, I suppose I'll just leave it the way it is, but it's just filling the storage and then it's going into a sink. Same with the rubber. Just going into filled up in the storage, goes into a sink. So let's move the storage container. I'm going to put it over here where it's just out of my way for now, and this is where I'll put all the fuel that I'm not going to have room for carrying. Okay, so this can now be taken out. For now, anyway. I think I'm still going to send the fuel this way, so I'm not just running it out that way. But everyone should still be fine. And then we're just going to have some fluid buffers that are ever so slowly filling. They each hold 2,400, so this should give me plenty of time to deal with everything. And I don't think that should cause a backup of anybody here. I would clock these back up to doing like the full thing, but I don't think then I'm actually putting out enough heavy oil residue. I think I'm only putting out about 150 oil residue per minute. Oh, I missed a color. There we go. Good thing I was here for that. Right, I don't think I'm outputting like 300 Yeah, I'm only putting out 150 oil per minute. Or heavy oil residue per minute. So don't mess around with that. Not today anyway. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I think I'll just build an extra one. It's gonna be temporary. Store everything. I mean, as much as you can, I guess. And then take all the fuel from here. Put all the fuel in there. Take these empty canisters. Is that already full? How does that work? Oh, okay. I was like, there must be nothing left in here, right? Okay, now I can take everything out of there. Get rid of the storage container. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to be taking down the fuel generators, which means I may actually need to make use of the extra space in here. Or I'll just, yeah, I'll make an extra one just for now. Just make this a little easier on myself. We don't have little bins everywhere. So we're going to take away all these fuel generators. We're going to lose just a little bit of power. This really wasn't doing all that much anyway. It was basically just an easy way of using the byproduct of the fuel. And it got us a little extra power to get through. Alright, there we go. Fresh, clean start, aside from the power poles. And then we can get rid of these ones as well. Splendid. Right? I didn't cut anything off? Okay, good. I was like, should I unpower the factory? No, we're okay. Yeah, we actually got some good stuff that we can use. Okay, so what don't I need? I don't need circuit boards. I don't need this. I don't need so many explosives. I may need some of these things though. Don't need computers. As far as I know. Don't need motors. Alright, let's leave everything else in here for now. Actually, this fuel can go over here. Alright, empty slate. So, how do we set this up? So I believe we're going to want the packager, or the two constructors. That's one of the words I was trying to say. So I guess maybe this technically is in the way, unfortunately. What I want to do... No, I should have just put this over here. There we go. Okay. So yeah, I want to put the constructors basically in front of here, so that we're not wasting a buttload of space. Protection. Constructors. Where's the actual line come out? Right down the middle here, I think. And nudge that back a little. Nice. So 1 and 2. These are going to make empty canisters out of plastic. I believe I want to set them to only be doing 50 per minute. Because I only have 100 fuel, so I can only package 100. So 100 canisters should do me fine. And so they need 25, so 50 plastic per minute. That's a nice, easy conveyor belt Mark 1. I'll have to move this. Just don't want it to be in the way. Oops. guess it doesn't really matter where it is, but as long as it's not in the way. Okay, I'm gonna have to disconnect those real fast like. Ready? Go. There we go. I gotta do it fast so I don't end up with a problem over here. Okay, so those are still going. Now I can put in my splitter. I don't know what happened. I still don't know what happened to my hotbars, but let's run with it for now. So we got... Oh, Jesus. That fly hotkey. Oh, this is a merger now. Whoops. Splitter. Splitter there. Mark 1 conveyor belts. Oh, it wasn't right in the middle. Dang. Alright, hold on. Fix that real quick. I thought it was. Looked like it was. You know what? I'm gonna fix that. I should have just been like, you know what? I'll take that out and fix that instead. Now I've made more of a mess. There you go, Jeffrey. Now I tore that all down for no reason though. Oops. That's still not in the center. That's the center, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, well, let's do this same exact thing again because I'm dumb. It's like, oh, I gotta tear down the whole thing. No, just move the belts. Okay, so constructor number 1. Let's put it right here. Don't need to waste a buttload more space. Splitter right in the mid. So same thing here. Let's connect these up. Empty canisters, 50 per minute. There we go. Oh, whoops. And I deleted part of my building. Or deleted part of my floor. Shouldn't have to flush these, right? No. Absolutely fine. Okay, so that is the canister portion. Which means we can basically start putting in... I guess we would give ourselves extra space. I don't want to be right on top of everything. So let's go... Let's try and go right in front of one of the pipes here. Enough space? Oh yeah, that's plenty. 1, 2, and 3. Thrice packagers. So now we need to run. Looks like the oil or the liquid goes up top, which is weird because people always say is like don't load the oil from below, and it's like, well, the packager makes you do it. I guess you don't have, it could be fed in from below, but you'd have to be like, hit. Okay, so, wait, do these actually all, oh, I was gonna say, do these all line up? That'd be cool. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to send this out a ways. And then I'll set it to horizontal to vertical. I'm just going to put it there for now. No, I'm not. I want that to be in the middle. There we go. Okay. So now if I grab some pipes, go to horizontal to vertical. And I'm going to go... Nope, can't do that. Be further away. Like that. And then feed the pipe straight in from there. So if I go like this, so that's for that one. That one goes there. Feed the pipes in. Theoretically, this should work. Say theoretically, you guys know me. Is it gonna work? Hey! Nice clean pipe feeds. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like the flow indicators, like, in certain spots. And I feel like if I'm running, like really, really long pipes, and I could see myself just using the clean ones. But I kind of like the flow indicators. So now I need to put in the splitter. On there. On there. I guess I don't really need one here. So we're going to set this to do packaged fuel, and each of these is only going to do, we need to make it do 20, wait, what is it? Right, so one of these needs to make 20. So we got 40 plus 40 is 80. 20 is 100. So that'll be 100 canisters and 100 fuel. Can I split that better? I mean, at the very least, I could do like maybe do the middle one so it sends the fuel out more. One would be downclocked to 50%. Two could be downclocked to 75%. This would be, if so, 3 would be 83.333333. I think this is right. $100 divided by 3. 33.33333. Yeah. Okay. So theoretically that should work. So now what's the input for each of them? Canister, 33 canisters. Okay, so just mark one belt here. Mark one belt's feeding the machines. But that's actually 90 total, so I'm going to want to do a conveyor belt Mark II, I think. Right? Or no, that's dummy. It's 100 canisters. Yes, it's a conveyor belt Mark II. So that means a conveyor belt Mark II will be coming out of here. So I'm going to do merger off this one. Make sure the output is facing over that way. 50 per minute, so it can actually just be a Mark I coming out. But then it goes to Mark II. And then we'll pop this one in here. So that should be all the canisters. Let's preload the canisters, actually. So nice, there's actually power right here. Let's hook these up. Let's so we can get the canisters going and preloaded. So these take 50 plastic per minute. So yeah, just embark one conveyor belt, split in two. We got the canisters moving. And then I'll have to output from here. I'm going to send it... I'm going to send so the truck station can be like here, I think. So yeah, let's put the truck station in. It's under transport, truck station. I'm going to put it right. I don't know. Well, actually here, I know what I can do. I'll set up the mergers for this first. So that I know where it's even going to end up. So there's the mergers. So now the truck station can go like this. I'm gonna put it a little bit further out because I don't want to be having any issues from the canisters line there. So put that there with a, this will be what, 100 fuel. So we'll set up our smart splitter. Mark II conveyor belt feeding into that. And then directly. So center output is, let me find it here. Packaged fuel. Right output is going to be overflow. And I forgot we actually need to, did this wrong. I actually want to do is we're going to add in our storage buffer. We're going to set that right there. We're going to set the smart splitter in front of it, feeding in. Now we'll hook these up. Packaged fuel. And overflow on the right. This is where the smart sink's going to be. I did it again. It's an awesome sink. No need to be wasting a bunch of room. Now we can conveyor belt mark II. Oops. From the bottom one. It'd be cool if like the top levels of this were like the same. That would actually be really cool. So there we go. Now we have all the packaged fuel will feed into here and feed into the truck station. And then at any point it gets backed up, it feeds into the awesome sink so that no issues happen along here. Okay, so canisters are ready to go. Looks like they are basically preloaded. Those machines are actually fully backed up now, I think. Yeah, they got canisters ready to pump out. So I believe if we just hook these up to power, and then we can hook in the fuel, because I don't think the fuel will preload itself into here. What I actually might do is I'll just feed it out from, I'll just cut off the buffer here. We'll feed around. This is just temporary. I'm just going to put some fuel in these lines already. I know ideally you don't want to be feeding them from below, but It's just kind of the way it's going to be. It's going to be a little sloshy for a few minutes. That's okay. So now we are going to hook up all our Mark 1 conveyor belts feeding out of these machines. And a Mark 2 belt between those two, I think. Yep, because it would be just above 60. 66.66 to be specific. So now should be able to run some power over. Run power pole off of, actually here, power line to here. Where are the power connectors to these? On the front. Okay, that's easy. So those are now all powered up. Run one over to the power. Oh, run one over to the truck station here. Oh, and connect in. Oh, I need to connect the smart sync. You come here. Smart sync. Ooh, no, I don't like that. I don't like that. I will just upgrade this to a Mark II power pole. Damn. And I'll connect it in there. Okay, so now I should be able to just go like this. Cut off that one. And those should flow directly into here. Might cause an issue for a second, but hopefully not. Probably could have just left the buffer, but that's fine. We're making it clean. Okay, yeah, it's like a little sloshy, but looks like this one maybe just needs a little bit more fuel. Oh, there we go. Yeah, probably just need some time to equalize everything. It probably, like, if I wanted to, I could put like valves on the side here, and I mean a pump would probably help this like backflow I'm getting. Put a little pump on here just because it has to go up a little bit. Probably necessary, but I just don't want to worry about it at all. Where can I connect you to? Oh, right here. There we go. That should help the tiny bit of head lift that I actually have. It's like a 2-meter head lift. But I think that'll help keep these pressurized a little bit more. What do we not have enough of? Canisters. Oh, it's just because they haven't backed up canister-wise yet. Do I have any canisters I can give you? I do. Look at me go. I can preload you with canisters. There you go. Look at that. We got packaged fuel. I kind of did the packaged fuel in the truck. I'm now realizing that the packaged fuel in the truck station was basically all one build. Oh, actually. So that this is also never an issue. Just a splitter. There we go. Some for fuel. That'll back up super fast. But that way, it's all like whatever truck comes here can get fuel and pick up fuel at the same time. Genius. And then anything left over will just get sunk. It's beautiful. Yeah, these should be going up to 100% now. Oops. Excellent. Yeah, my fuel's sloshing just a little bit, but it's fine. I see full pipes. Full pipes are good. These pipes are not full, but that's just because it's the sloshing I'm talking about. But the pipes feeding them are full, so should be fine. Actually, if I took these junctions off, might help it more too. But the problem with that is then I might not get my nice clean, like, I think I'll keep the nice clean bend. It'll be okay. Yeah, it's not like the perfect pipe system, but I also don't really think it needs to be. Okay, so that means we can take 2 things off the to-do list at the same time. Truck stations and simple packaged fuel all at the same time. Beautiful. Yeah, if there's any, as always, like I said, I have super appreciated all the tips you guys have been giving me. If there's like a easier, cleaner way of doing this, which there probably is, and actually I'm thinking, like, if you raise it, you just raised it like coming out of the machine. I mean, I guess if you just raise it, either way, pipes are going up, but if you raised it up, then put the pump on, and then that would probably help split it across here more evenly. But like, these are full, so aside from the minimal sloshing, everything should be fine. Seems like it's all getting fed properly. And I mean, I bet if I turn them off, it would probably like pressurize the pipe fully. Let's do that. Let's try that. Let's pressurize the pipe. Oh yeah. So yeah, I think there's something definitely to like filling your pipes. Do the same thing on this side, or do I need to? Yeah, kinda. Not as much. Yeah, they're definitely varying because, like I said, you get a little bit of a slosh. But that definitely helped pressurize it a little bit. I don't know if this pump's actually necessary. Let me know if it's unnecessary. And yeah, I think I'm sure, like, I'm recording this episode before the other one that I put truck stations down comes out, so I'm sure people have probably told me by now you only need 1 truck station, and I think you're right. I think I only need 1. Well, I mean, especially here, we definitely only need the 1 truck station. But I think it's easier to just have 1 truck station with multiple trucks running through it than it is to have multiple truck stations with multiple, like, I think I'm trying to overcomplicate things when I don't need to. Yeah, that is, if you want a little flyover, probably an unnecessary flyover, but we got the 2 constructors making our empty canisters, which feed into the 3. Man, this was a very inefficient lay. I could have put this so much close together. Look at all that free space in between. But it's easy to follow along if you need to. So yeah, we got the 2 constructors making 100 canisters. And we still have all sorts of excess plastic being fed off into the sink there. Because I mean, I'm putting out. Actually, I think I'm putting out like 100 plastic. Let me double check here. Yeah, I'm putting out 100 plastic, but I'm only using 50, so I'm sinking half my plastic because this is full at the moment. So yeah, we got 50 plastic feeding in to make 100 empty canisters. And those empty canisters feed into here where we're making 100 packaged fuel per minute. So got the nice down clock on all of them evenly. Feeding into what I call the storage buffer because I've heard there's weird things that I think it's more trains than trucks, but I've heard like with the vehicles, like unloading and loading, it can cause some weird like issues with the belts. So I think it's a good idea to add in like a buffer storage. And then here's my smart splitter for when this whole thing gets backed up, it'll just fire the rest of the fuel into the sink. I think actually what I'll do, just so I have some like emergency fuel if I need it, so I'll go like this. And yeah, so I think as... Did I hook that up the right way? I don't know if I did. Oh yeah, I did. Okay. Just not actually able to pull any out yet because it's not. So once this gets backed up, then it'll start filling up this storage container, and this storage container will actually fill up both of these storage containers. And then when both of these are full, then it'll start going into the sink. This will just be like an emergency. I know this would be a lot of fuel, but like, you know, who knows what could happen. So just in case. But yeah, that is the first part of the episode all complete now. We're gonna head back to base, grab a few things to go on a little adventure for some more hard drives. And I'll probably do what I usually do, where I just kind of set it in to be like kind of a montage of me running around and trying to grab as many hard drives as I can. I think maybe we should probably aim for about 10. Would be good, I think. If we get so anywhere from like 8 to 12. We'll aim an average of 10. So we'll aim for that. And then when we're done that, we can head back to the main base again and start to consider where we're going to put the fuel drop-off area for all my trucks to kind of be able to come and grab fuel as they need to. So essentially, I'm going to need one truck station to drop everything. Like, it's going to be the truck or trucks. I think just one truck would be fine. Coming and picking up all the fuel over here. It'll bring it back to base. It'll drop everything off in one truck station. And then we will feed that into, I believe, another truck station that you can pull in as the other trucks, and they should all get fuel from them, or they should all get refueled by passing through that station. I think. Just bear with me, because obviously I've never set up gas stations or truck stations or anything. Just as I'm passing by this area, actually, this little island area that has no resources or anything on it, I think I've finally figured out what I want to do with it. So what I'll do is, now that I have the Patreon set up, and once I can actually enable like YouTube memberships and stuff like that, I want to build like a hall of like, for all the supporters. I'll put like your name on like a cool little sign and stuff. I'll build it out like really cool. I've done it before. I call it like the Hall of Legends. And so for people that like want to support the channel, you get like a little placard with your name on it. And I think like depending on like the tier, like you can maybe even put like a little message on it if you want. But yeah, it would just be like a cool way to immortalize you guys in the game. It's a little place we can just kind of stop in from time to time, check it out. And I figured that would be a good use of that empty area on the map. I mean, yeah, it could be a main base area, but it's sort of really out of the way. So I figured just something cool, cool little like, we'll use like glass and some concrete. We'll make it look really good. Okay, we're pulling up to the main base here. This is an autosave, almost crashed my game. I'm gonna kind of roll around here. I took the wide turn there. Oh my god. A little tiny rock almost killed me. Okay, main base, here we are. Okay, so some things I usually like to take if you haven't been part of our hard drive adventures before. I usually just like to take a mixture of things that I might need for opening certain things around the map. So a lot of times it's modular and heavy modular frames, encased industrial beams, motors, computers. I don't need like stacks and stacks of everything, but I can tell you it's usually not iron plates or copper sheets to open up a hard drive thing. Okay, I think I'm all loaded up, ready to go. Make sure I grab some more. 76 rotors might be enough. I'm gonna grab like a full stack of rotors. But I'm bringing rotors, motors, concrete in case I have to build up to anything. I got some random heat sinks I found the one time. I don't think there's too many things you'll open with heat sinks because they're a pretty advanced item, but crystal oscillators, circuit boards. I'm gonna bring a couple of computers as well. I'll just have to stop by that little storage thing over there. I'm gonna grab some rotors, and then I think where we're gonna head to start off our adventure today is probably gonna be up in this top left corner here. We haven't really opened too many hard drives up this way, and then I'll probably kind of swing across this side. I thought about maybe going over to the swamp, but I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, you need a lot of like advanced materials to open things there that I don't have, so I'm not going to worry about that for now. So we'll just kind of head up the coast here. We'll take our highway that we built. I'll drive all the way up the highway, and then we'll kind of hang out around there, and we'll see what we can find out around up here. Back at our main base, we actually did end up managing to find 10 hard drives, which was perfect. So we can take that off our to-do list now. And we'll actually end up popping one of them into the MAM right now just to get that going. Hopefully we will get something good. And then we're going to set up our fuel drop-off area for all our trucks. Now I believe this might be about the midpoint between, I would say, where the plastic rubber and fuel place is, and the other fuel power plant over there. So I'm going to go with, I think, this free open space right here. Just for now. This is just going to be a temporary drop off so that my trucks actually have a place to get more fuel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab just a bunch of foundations. I'm going to put it back. I don't want it to be like super in the way, so. But I don't want it to be super out of the way either. So holding down control, we're going to snap onto the world grid here. Start with 1. And then we're going to go to our blueprints. We're going to grab our 4x4 concrete pad split into 2. Which may be a little unnecessary, but let's see if I can get to snap onto the side here. I cannot. Okay, so I'm going to have to do some of this manually. Oh, I actually built this down too far. Alright, you know what? This is what I'll do. Grab a few more, go that way. Obviously the truck station doesn't have to be huge. We just need enough room for there to be one truck station for the main truck to drop the fuel off in. So that would be transport, truck station. I'm just going to fly here just so I get a better overhead of what I'm working with here. Give them enough space to feed things out the back, but also enough space still for trucks to pull in, obviously. So I think if you go 1 there. And then 1 here will be the fueling. And then so what we'll do here is I'll go organization. I'll put in a couple storage bins. I'll add some more concrete off the back here. There we go. So I'm going to put a splitter. Input facing, or coming from the, well, not, what am I? Oh, it's the giant moth, isn't it? Yeah, I was like, what is rumbling over my head? Okay, I don't know what kind of belts we're going to need for this. So I'm just going to use Mark IV belts. Very unnecessary, but okay, and then so this is the output when things get dropped off. And that's going to be the fuel. And then I'll do merger in front here. And it's going to feed directly into the fuel. Just like that. I think. I don't know if this is the best way of doing it, but let's go with that for now. Maybe someone has some better tips and tricks on how to set up a fueling station. I mean, this is probably not the best way at all, but my idea is one truck will bring the fuel to here, which will unload into these 3 containers, and these 3 containers will constantly feed this, and theoretically it'll never back up. If it does, I will add, actually here, just in the off chance that we have an issue, smart splitter. Shouldn't be an issue, but smart splitter with our friend the awesome sink. So I think that should be fine. I don't know. But that should work. So now I just need some ramps coming up here. Don't need any on the bottom? No. Okay. Here, those will be the ramps up. These are the ones when you leave. We'll put in like some road barriers along here. Oh, I thought that was in Zoop, my bad. And then just some railings on top. And then same thing over here. With the railings on top, just to make it kind of, you know, don't come through here. Don't drive into this. And then we'll do it with materials, asphalt. There. I'll have to figure out how to do some like road markings through. I was like, oh, I could do the split down the middle, but it's not really necessary since it's all just one way. You pull in this side, come out the other. So I guess technically we could do like oh, I don't have the arrows yet. Need to unlock the directional arrows. Yeah, I think I like the way that looks for now. So this would be, I'm gonna set these. This is unload. And the other one is load fuel. Okay, and then we just need power to these, right? Well, look what we have right here. I'm gonna run that down from above. Like that's gonna end up looking weird. Okay, so one power line connects to there. We'll bring another power pole over here. Just hide it. A little sneaky. Sneak it right in there. Here we go. That is sink, truck stations, power. Good to go. Probably need some lights over here at some point, but okay. Yeah, we don't have trucks coming through yet either, so it's not a huge deal. Oh, perfect timing. Took me 10 minutes to put that together and 10 minutes to research the MAM. Yeah. Am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it? Ooh. Oh, both of these are good. I know heavy encased frame is pretty good. But I'm pretty sure Caterium computer is also real good. Oh, it's such a tough call because these are both like some of the best ones. I'm going to go with heavy encased frame to remove screws from the list, right? Because if we would go with this, no screws are necessary. Makes 2.812 per minute. What a specific number. Okay, we'll go with heavy encased frame and hope we get Caterium computer. That was unfortunate. Those were both really good ones. Those were like S tier alternate recipes. I think Crystal computer might be better than Caterium computer though. I'm not 100% sure. Well, they're probably about the same, to be honest. I feel like Caterium computer and Crystal computer are fairly similar in terms of like alternate recipes. Like so the Crystal computer can get made in an assembler, which is crazy. Because it's just circuit boards and crystal oscillators. But I mean, crystal oscillators is quite a bit of work, especially to automate. Now the other one still goes in the manufacturer for computers. But I think it takes, yeah, it takes no, or one less item maybe. I guess I don't have it unlocked, so I won't be able to see it, but I think it takes one less. No, I can't really. Oh wait, no, yeah. So it's made with like quick wire and also, whoa. I don't know if anyone's noticed that yet, but there's like this weird thing where you can use your parachute going uphill. I don't know if you saw that, me doing that in the time lapse, but there's like sometimes I can pull out my parachute and it'll like fly. That was like actually flying. Here, let me see if I can do it here. Okay, now we're gonna go uphill. We'll see if this works. Yeah. So if you're going just uphill, like if you land on an uphill area with your parachute out, you'll actually climb up the hill with the parachute. Until you hit like flat enough ground that it's like, okay, never mind. Like right there, it doesn't work because it was too flat. But like, watch this. See? Until I hit flat ground. What a weird, I'm assuming that's a bug. And I think a lot of people may just not have noticed it because not a lot of people really use the parachute long term. It's just all about the jetpack. I just thought that was kind of funny. I was going uphill the one day. I was like, wait, my parachute's out. You can literally just like glide up the hill with it until you hit flat ground. It's kind of cool. Okay, now that we got our fuel drop-off area set up, I think that's probably a safe enough spot to end this episode off for today. Might have been a little bit of a shorter one, but I didn't want to commit to too many things and then end up having another 3-hour long episode. But thank you guys again for spending some time with me today. Just a bit of a spoiler for next episode, going into episode 20. We're going to fill in a bunch of our missing roads, and we're going to consider setting up like an actual gas station. Oh, wait, I guess I did that already. Oh, I guess I guess we're skipping episode 20. Okay. So just a bit of a spoiler for next episode. We're moving into episode 20, and I believe we're moving into building a little storage area. We'll add in some more trucks to start grabbing some things from around the map for us, so we're not having to run around all the time. And then we're going to set up our including setting up our truck lines, bringing our fuel around, bringing the plastic back from all the way over there, bringing in circuit boards and rubber from over here, and just kind of making it so I don't have to do so much running around anymore. I'll have some more of a temporary centralized storage area, and then one day we'll consider building a much larger centralized storage system. Probably I'll show you guys really quick before I go. I'll just fly over there. Like I had mentioned in the Q&A, I was thinking of setting up the main base over here by the waterfall. I thought that was kind of a fun area to use because that's just a big opening, and this just kind of covers up a big opening as well. So I think I'll continue putting in a giant flat area here, and then as I've kind of built my large platform that I'm going to go off of, then I'll consider start moving things over there, like the space elevator. I think I might drop down there a little ways. And then I want to build a couple things like the centralized storage. I wanted to build like a cool garage type thing. That'll just be purely an aesthetic build. It won't actually have serve any sort of function. But I wanted to have some actual like just kind of good looking stuff in the world. Not everything has to be fully functional, but yeah, that's the general idea. I think going forward is I'm going to fill in a bunch of this space with a giant platform that I can kind of build sort of a few buildings on, send like trucks and trains and everything through here, because this will be like the main sort of hub. We'll bring stuff over here at some point and make it look all cool and pretty. But anyway, that will be it for the episode today. Like I said, thank you guys again so much for spending your time with me. If you're this far in the video and you're not subscribed yet, what are you doing? Come on, yeah, help me out here. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next episode. Have a good one.